Hello, it's Ms. Keen. I'm going to continue talking about functions today in mapping diagrams, data sets, and graphs. So what you're looking at right now is a mapping diagram. So let me show you how this works. It's not much different than a table. Okay. So with a mapping diagram, first of all, you have domain and range. Well, domain is the same as your input, and range is the same as your output. So the definition of a function is for every input, there can be one output. So input is your x and output is your y. So if we follow this, -1 has one input, 0 has one input, 1 has one input, 2 has one input, and 3 has one input. So this would be a function. All right, going to the next one. So this representation is similar to like a vending machine. So if you press D4, you get one output, and that's pretzels. If you press C2, you get two outputs, and that would be chips and water bottle. So since you have two outputs, that is not a function. And then the third one over here on the end, get a little farther away, I'll speak louder. You follow each of these. So 0 is attached to 2, and then 0 is attached to 1. So 0 automatically, we can already say that this is not going to be a function. Now, this one right here, maybe if I do it, you can see it a little better in a different color. There's a lot of lines happening in this one. So when you have a mapping diagram, these ovals, you can also change it to a table. And let me show you what that looks like. So you can make your own table. So I'm going to start with the input, 0. Well, 0 is paired up with -2, and 0 is paired up with 1. Then I'll go to the next input. 1 is paired up with 2. 2 is paired up with 1, and 3 is paired up with 4. So I've made my own table. You have to be very careful doing this. You just can't put 0, 1, 2, 3, and then on the other side, -2, 1, 2, 4. You have to see which each input is paired up with which each output. So just be careful when you do that. Some people can see it better in a table. I like it better in a table. It's your preference. So for every input, there can only be one output. Now in a table, we can see a little more clearly that 0 has two outputs. So when x equals 0, y equals -2 and 1. So we know that this one is not a function. Not a function. Oh,